Everybody, say what's up to Dave, Coach Schwartz, rocking the homemade Tom Loeffler t-shirt. Dave, why do you got Loeffler on your t-shirt today?
His birthday, 7/7 was his birthday.
Ah.
And actually today's questions are all around birthdays. So.
Uh-oh. Happy birthday, Tom Loeffler, everybody's favorite promoter, and congratulations on getting the Superfly Boxing After Dark triple header to land at StubHub Center in Carson, California on September 9. That's, yeah, this guy says Jacob in something. He says Viva Tom Loeffler or Viva Superfly or whatever. Yeah. He was giving his props to Tom, whatever.
That wasn't easy getting a fight there.
No.
I mean,
no.
They had to buy out Heyman and do a whole lot of stuff going on, but...
And they're dealing with a lot of promoters, which is what I really like about that. There's about 6 promoters involved in that card. Everybody's coming together to give fans really quality fights, 3 co-main events, really, and it's in the right place. Who does the coach predict to win Canelo Triple G? This is what Smelodies OG asks you, Coach.
Triple G is going to win that fight. I don't think it's going to be as easy as it was going to be.
Right.
I think Canelo's come up. Canelo's improved a lot, and he's got a huge amount of confidence.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
And he really thinks he's going to knock him out, and that's good. And I don't know if Triple G...
Tom got a happy birthday greetings from Austria.
Wow.
Thank you.
Hey, but Tom always comes through. No matter what it is, he comes through. I mean, putting this together, everyone else would have given up.
That's true.
Yeah, and
yeah, he never gives up.
And the bottom line to that is they don't want to spend a few bucks. So
right.
I know that they had to pay off Heyman to get their fight changed a little bit. But,
to move the Leo Santa Cruz, Abner Mares
right.
headline bout.
But Tom Loeffler's, he's looking at the whole big picture, and he's not afraid to make...
Smelodies OG wants to keep you on subject. He said, "What don't you know about Triple G?" You said something you don't know about Triple G.
Well, this is the thing. I mean, did he peak out? Is he on the slide a tiny bit? It's hard to say.
Yeah.
He's 35 years old.
I think he has. I think he's peaked, but
he might have.
He's still at it. He hasn't fallen from the peak.
No, this is what I think. I think that Jacobs put up an incredible fight, mentally and physically, spiritually. He had Chris Algieri there with him.
Yeah.
He had, his team
moved
was
his
incredible.
camp to the right place. He had the perfect camp, perfect game plan.
And he's got the size. And
talent.
He's also the talent. He's really good.
The experience, everything.
And the thing is that if it hadn't been for that fight being sort of close,
it was
Triple
close.
G never would have got the fight with Canelo.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why he got the fight. So it's almost like he did it on purpose to get the fight, but he didn't.
No.
And that was a tough fight.
He just took on the second best middleweight in the world. Hey, let me make a prediction. No matter what happens in the Canelo fight, Triple G's face will not be as clean as it was after 12 rounds with Danny Jacobs. Golovkin didn't have a mark on his face. I guarantee you Golovkin's face is going to be busted up after his fight with Canelo. Canelo's going to be busted up too. That's my savage science guarantee, everybody.
So do you think it's...
Somebody asked me about those legendary gym wars with Antonio Margarito, and yeah, he had a lot. He sparred the same way he fought, which was full throttle, high volume of punches. The dude was always relaxed in there. Something else, yeah.
But Triple G needed this rest.
Yeah.
He really, mentally more than anything else. He was just going full force for so long. He really needed this break. It was just going to help him a lot. I mean, he's really into this, and Canelo. Canelo really is into it.
Of course he is. Yeah.
So do you think it's really a sellout?
What?
They said that the fight's a sellout.
There's only 20,000 seats. Yeah, and there's worldwide interest. That's Chris Van Heerden, everybody, a welterweight fringe contender from South Africa, out here doing his road work, doing his track work. Dave, do we have it here? Let me give this to you. Yeah, we got props.
Yeah, they had Hyundai had a kids football.
guys.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the Dave Schwartz Periscope would like to donate
Yeah.
$50,000 to.
Do me a favor, though. Can you hold the check a while? So,
I'm repping Triple G,
and I
but it's
can't.
far too hot for this.
So the thing is, the sun just came out, and I can't read the question. So I'm sorry, but I can just see the outline. And JP, I don't know what happened to him today, but he just got back from vacation, so he didn't come. So this is sort of like a. Once again, I got all of these questions from Dennis Taylor's Ringside Boxing Show. It is the single best website. It's incredible. And this is from the part is about today's boxing history. So I'm going to give you this one. Let's see, this is a tough one, and I think you can get it. Okay, this guy's birthday was July 5th, 1929. I'm going to give you his name, okay?
Okay.
And I want you to tell me where he's from.
Okay.
Jimmy Crothers.
Jimmy Crothers.
And I got to tell you, I knew this.
Did you?
I
knew
knew
this
it.
one?
Yeah, I did. I looked it up and I knew it. Jimmy Crothers.
And he was born in 1929, July 5th, 1929. He was a fighter?
He was born, yeah, he's a fighter. And his two biggest fights were against Vic Toweel. Do you know that name at all?
Yeah, South African fighter, like our friend over
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
But Jimmy Crothers from Down Under.
So he was an Australian fighter.
Yeah. Anyway, I thought.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Did he fight under that name?
Yeah.
Jimmy
Jimmy
Crothers?
Crothers. Yeah, he was. I mean, when I was a kid, he was.
So
a big
what
time
was
fighter.
your? So what was your?
No, I was just thinking. I wanted to know if you knew where he was from.
Oh, so he's from Australia. You
Yeah.
gave it away.
Yeah, I gave it away. Well,
I didn't have the answer to that one.
Yeah. Oh well. That was a tough one, but I thought maybe somehow you. Okay, here's one. July 7th, which is Tom's birthday.
Yeah.
He was born July 7th, 1921. He started out as an amateur featherweight boxer.
Uh-huh.
He was 42-0. He became a heavyweight champ at one time.
And he was born in
And
21.
He was born in 21,
Okay.
and
And he actually held the heavyweight title.
and he's from Ohio.
Or he? Okay. Is this Ezra Charles?
Right, you got it.
So he was a featherweight in the amateurs.
Right.
Wow.
42-0 featherweight,
Yeah.
and then so do you know?
And then as a professional, he was a ring ranked middleweight, and then obviously a top light heavyweight.
yeah,
But then the world title he won was heavyweight.
yeah, right. He
Yeah,
never
beat
won
Jersey-
won the light heavyweight title.
Yeah, but he was a top contender
Yeah.
for a long time. He beat Archie Moore 3 times. See, he's one of these guys, and there's a lot of them. Manny Pacquiao just fought a couple weeks ago, and a lot is made about Manny Pacquiao winning titles in 8 weight classes. But in a way, Manny came at the right time. I mean, he turned pro when he was prepubescent, probably malnourished. So he turned pro at like junior flyweight, and he won his first title at flyweight, and then quickly rose up in the weight classes and won titles along the way. But what people don't understand is there were fighters that fought in as many weight classes back in the day, but there was just one world title, and there were only 8 weight divisions. You know what I mean? Like Sugar Ray Robinson, he could have been a lightweight champion. You know what I mean? In fact, he beat a guy who had the NBA lightweight title, Sammy Angot, when he was still sort of like a prospect or whatever. But if there were junior weight classes around when Sugar Ray Robinson, was fighting, and there was 4 titles in every division, God, Robinson could have won titles at 130, 135, 140, 147, 154, 160, 168. You know what I mean? It's like
So who?
But the same thing with there's so many guys who they were top dogs, and top fighters in a number of weight classes, And they wound up fighting at like light heavyweight and heavyweight like Billy Conn, but Billy Conn was a lightweight prospect, you know, and a middleweight contender, just like Ezra Charles.
So how about when there were only 8 titles? That was it. 8 titles. One guy held 3.
That was Henry Armstrong.
Right, and almost 4.
Yeah, almost 4. Almost won a 4th.
And you know who
and
that
those
fight
3
was?
that he held them at the same time.
Yeah, no, he held all 3 at the same time, and the 4th would have been at the same time too.
Oh, really?
And who was that against?
Seferino Garcia.
Right. And how did that wind up?
10-round draw.
Right.
Yeah.
You got it.
And I think Armstrong weighed in at 142 pounds.
Yeah.
Why not?
So he held 3 titles at the same time.
Featherweight, lightweight, and welterweight.
And there were only 8 titles total.
And I think Armstrong still has the welterweight title defense record.
So who did Ezra Charles beat for the world's heavyweight title?
That was Jersey Joe Walcott.
Yeah. And what year?
Well, yeah, I think
year?
so. I think that's who he beat to get like. I think they won the vacant title.
Yeah, he got recognition.
But he also beat Joe Louis when Joe Louis came back, and he might have some corners of the boxing world might have recognized him after he beat Joe Louis.
Yeah.
But I think it was with Jersey Joe Walcott that he.
Okay, so what year did he beat Jersey Joe Walcott?
Well, they fought 4 times, right?
When he won the title.
When he first won the title, what year would that have been? Would have been early 50s. I'm going to say 1951 or 1952.
49.
49. Okay. Wow. Still.
And then he fought Joe Louis in 50.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe when Joe Louis was fighting him, Charles was the champ.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Joe Louis is coming back. Okay.
Okay. So.
But I'm thinking, you know what? When he beat Louis. Even though it's an old, a comebacking Lewis, that's when everybody was like, okay, I guess this guy's the real champ, because Joe Louis had retired as champion. Yeah.
So,
and that was in 50 or 51?
He fought Joe
Charles
Louis
versus
in 50,
Louis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was Ezra Charles' nickname?
Cincinnati Cobra.
You got it.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay, so July 7th, 1970, from Ireland.
This is a fighter born in 1970?
Yeah, his birthday was July 7th. There are a lot of birthdays on July 7th.
Yeah.
He was born in 1970. So he's 4 years younger than Tom Loeffler.
He's my age.
Yeah.
He's born like a month after me, or not even a month, like a couple weeks after I was born. So an Irish fighter. Is he?
And he lives out here now.
Oh, really? I'm going to say Wayne McCullough.
You got it.
We're the same age. Yeah, that makes sense.
What's his nickname?
One of my favorite. He was the Pocket Rocket.
Yeah, right. Exactly. The Pocket.
You know, he has a distinction in connection with one of the greatest trainers of all time. You know what that is?
Yeah, that was, Freddie's trainer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Eddie Futch.
Yeah, Eddie Futch.
But what's the distinction with Eddie Futch that he has? I believe this is the case. I think Wayne McCullough was the last world champion developed and trained by Eddie Futch.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Oh, and he made him quit also, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's Eddie Futch's
Yeah, I mean,
deal.
they keep fighting.
Yeah. Yeah.
They do. Like Manny Pacquiao, he's going to keep fighting, right?
Okay.
He's not going to call it a day, Dave. Right?
Why should he?
Why should he?
I mean, here's the whole thing. You know, I didn't really score that fight.
Yeah.
You know, so I thought the other guy fought a really good fight. I mean,
Young man fought the fight of his life,
and,
as you would expect.
Yeah. No, and
Right?
and Manny just mailed it in. That's all he did.
Hey, Manny's been mailing it in for 5 years,
Yeah.
people. I'm telling you.
Yeah. I mean,
hate to break it to you.
and then after the fight, it was like no big deal. So
I like that about him.
I mean, it's interesting.
I like that about
because
Pat.
it just shows where he's coming from.
Shows
You
where
know,
boxing ranks in his life.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's okay. So the whole thing
Just a
is,
job.
hey, he's going to make a fortune on the rematch.
Sure.
I mean, if they had planned that out like that, it would be great. That would be real smart. So,
Yeah. They did not plan.
well,
Or the loss, you know what I'm saying?
who do you think won?
Oh, I thought Pacquiao won.
Yeah.
But I mean, I personally, I had it 7 rounds to 5.
Yeah, it wasn't that. Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand Teddy Atlas's scorecard, that 116, 111.
Yeah.
I didn't make the 9th round a 10-8 round. I thought he was beating the kid's ass, but it wasn't so bad. It wasn't quite that bad. But I can understand somebody scoring it that way. Teddy's going to go Teddy. If his scorecard is different from the judge's scorecard, he's going to trip out, and Steve A. Smith is going to be Steve A. Smith and just be loud.
But you know something?
On general principle, just in general, he's going to be loud and over the top. So it's like you combine those two on the same broadcast, it's going to seem like a crazy amount of outrage, but you know, whatever. I mean, I don't think it was a horrible. I don't think it was one of the. There was far more. There's been worse scorecards this year than those scores. Although that one scorecard by Waleska Roldan, that was garbage. That's not right.
But you see, they want to take away Teddy Atlas's passport.
Really?
They don't want to let him back in Australia. Yeah. And then did you see what I sent you that link about Tessitore? What he had to say about Teddy?
Oh, I didn't read it. No.
Oh, it's interesting. Yeah. I mean, what he's saying is really, in a real nice, subtle way, Teddy's out of his mind. And you can't really, but...
That's not a news flash.
I know, but how he, he said, I've worked with this guy for 15 years.
Hey, Tessitore is the best. I mean, and he works with Teddy.
Yeah.
He really does, yeah. Yeah, no one else can deal with Teddy the way that Tessitore can.
Well, Tessitore probably makes a lot of money.
He earns every penny.
Yeah.
I mean, his talent is there, but just
he's good.
Dealing with Teddy, it's also you should be paid something extra for that.
Yeah,
that's my opinion.
But you know that Tessitore is a young guy.
He's younger than me.
Yeah.
I know.
Wow.
I gotta catch up.
You know his other big sport?
Horse racing?
Yeah.
He does a lot of sports though.
Yeah, but horse racing that's his specialty.
Yeah.
Okay, so here
he's great with boxing.
Okay, this was a fight on July 7th, 1980.
Yeah. July 7th, 1980.
Right. Okay, and I'm going to tell you who won and what round he won in. I want you to tell me who he fought, okay?
Okay.
It was for the WBC heavyweight title. Larry Holmes knocked this guy out in the 7th round.
In the 7th round. Knocked a dude out in the 7th round. This fight was in 1980.
Yep, and it was in, you want me to tell you where it was?
Sure.
Minnesota. You'll get it.
Was it Scott Ledoux?
It was.
Well, he was a Minnesotan.
I know.
God rest his soul.
I know. And he
used to be on ESPN.
He was an announcer.
He was really good, wasn't he?
He was great.
Yeah.
He was a great announcer.
He was. Scott Ledoux.
Yeah.
What a blast from the past.
Can't you just picture him with that dew?
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, dude. Good heavyweight.
Okay, here's another one. July 7th, 2007. It was a rematch. You picked the winner in the first fight. Heavyweight title.
This is a rematch?
This was a rematch.
I picked the winner. Then it's
a
got
big
to be,
upset.
It's got to be Vladimir Klitschko, Lehman Brewster,
right.
The rematch.
Yeah.
Which probably took place in Germany.
Yeah, it did.
Lehman kind of went in half blind, literally.
Yeah.
No exaggeration.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, that was the easiest fight to bet of all time. Oh my God, that was.
Yeah.
Okay,
and
now
Brewster, and really, like that Rocky story, his title win. His first fight with Klitschko should have ruined him.
Right.
Because Klitschko put a beating on Brewster that would have crushed any other heavyweight within 2 or 3 rounds. And then his title reign, he had some tough fights in that title reign. Lehman Brewster did. You know, there was nothing left after that. After he lost to Sergey Lyahovich, which a hell of a heavyweight fight.
Yeah.
I mean, they fought at like a middleweight pace, if not like a lighter pace. There wasn't a whole lot left.
Remember the one he won when they wore the fatigues? That was
Germany? That was in Germany.
Yeah,
That's against Luan Krasniqi.
Yeah. Wow.
What a fight.
Oh.
Hey, Lehman had to knock him out twice.
Oh my God.
Sometimes when you travel, you got to bring the judge.
And you know
your
who
own
won?
judges, judge and the jury and the executioner.
But you know
we brought it all. Man.
You know who won that fight for Lehman?
Jesse Reed, the trainer. Jesse
Reed. Wow. He whipped him into victory.
Yeah.
I mean, that was incredible.
He had him in good shape.
And then he dumped him. That was crazy. But that was one of the all-time great fights.
Yeah.
That was a good fight. Okay, here's another one. July 7th, 2007, Bridgeport, Connecticut. A star was born.
Bridgeport, Connecticut. This fight took place in 2007.
Yeah, a star was born. Okay, it was a flyweight fight.
Flyweight fight? In 2007?
Yeah.
And somebody
July
became a
7th,
star?
Okay. It was a huge upset. The guy who lost the title was 28-0. The guy who won the title was 17-1. And the one fight he lost, Don Hamilton was in his corner.
Oh my gosh! I guess it is sort of a star, flyweight star. Think about that. Talking about Nonito Donaire,
right?
With that one-hitter quitter, that hook.
But the whole fight,
and he was in control the whole time against Vic Darchinyan.
I mean, that
who was a beast.
Hey, his dad did a great job training him.
He did.
And the reason,
but his style was just perfect.
Oh my God!
At that time, at flyweight was just perfect to give Vic fits, and it's crazy because Vic had a weird style that gave everybody else fits.
Yeah.
Like really good, probably fighters who are better, have better fundamentals, you know, like Christian Mijares, than Nonito Donaire. Yeah.
Oh, I was in your video.
There's Janice.
Oh, yeah. You're welcome.
That's Miss Janice.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing? So, anyway, that was an incredible fight. I mean, the only reason that Nonito, do you know the story why he was not undefeated?
Oh, he was fooling around.
Yeah.
About around that time when he lost that 4 or 5 rounder. That was in his second fight.
Second fight.
I was at his pro debut.
Yeah, me too.
It was in Inglewood.
Hollywood Park.
Yeah.
And this kid was incredible.
Oh, man.
Oh,
wasn't he?
Wow. He had the whole package.
Yeah.
And actually,
he's had a hell of a career.
Vic Darchinyan had beaten his brother right before.
Yes, he beat Glenn.
That.
Yeah.
And that the reason
he
Don,
beat a lot of really good flyweights.
So the reason Don stopped training him was because the dad got in the way.
Yeah.
But the dad did a great job.
He did. I mean,
getting him ready for this fight.
And you know, his biggest attribute, or the biggest thing that he gave Donaire was obviously good genes. That guy's got talent, man. That dude's talent. It's crazy. But look at Donaire. Flyweight, bantamweight, junior featherweight titles.
Yeah.
That's 4 major titles, and he spanned like 5 or 6 divisions.
And how about his social skills?
Oh, he's great. I mean, that's a part of the job that he loved.
Yeah.
Was dealing with, some fighters hate the media. They can't stand it. They're so uncomfortable when they're being interviewed or on camera. He lived for that. He liked that better than probably the training and the fighting.
He's a natural.
He's a natural at it. He's great.
He's really good.
No, he should join the media. He should be like Paulie Malignaggi. He was also just, he welcomed it. He welcomed the interviews, whether they were friendly or not. You know what I mean? And it's hard to be caustic or negative with Donaire because he's so positive and you know, he just rolls with stuff. You know, I like that. I like Donaire's attitude.
He got smashed back. Oh man.
You're gonna lose fights.
No, but, oh my God.
You're gonna lose a couple here. It's all good.
No, but
it's
he's
all
good.
Manny gets it. It's okay.
Anyway, Dougie, you did great. Look at your jumping rope here. I mean, the whole thing is we keep forgetting that you're jumping rope at the time you're answering these questions.
Well, I
stop. And you're not.
I don't do it the whole way through.
No, but you don't lose your breath.
Yeah.
Wow. So Dougie's on vacation next week. He's going to Ohio.
I'm going to my 25-year college reunion. It's been 25 years.
So let me tell you this, that I was talking to Dean Hamilton.
Yes.
And he was telling me that the other day he was in a huge hurry.
Yeah.
And he had to be someplace. And he was in the car. And all he could think about was what we tell him.
Oh, good. Calmed himself down?
He calmed right down and drove carefully, not in a hurry.
Gonna have to have you talk to my wife, seriously. No, I mean it, because her mind is just so much going on, you know. And I worry every time she gets in that car.
Yeah.
It's just like, is she going to make it out of the driveway? You know.
Well, we helped Dean. We helped Dean Hamilton.
Yeah.
No, he did say that. I mean, so
and
when
shout out to Dean's fighter and the Garcias, Max Garcia and Sam Garcia and Kathy Garcia, Ruben Villa the fourth. I haven't seen his recent fight that took place in Sacramento, but I am going to watch it. Steve Kim is raving about this young man, and a lot of fans that I respect through social media have told me, keep your eye out on this kid, and I am.
Yeah.
I'm watching him.
And he's only 20 years old.
I haven't seen him fight live yet, but hopefully I will soon. So I'm watching out. But Ruben Villa the fourth, everyone. I think he's co-promoted by Banner Promotions and Thompson Boxing, and they know how to develop fighters. So, you know, maybe a year or two we'll be talking about him on some big, some big ESPN, Showtime or HBO fight. You know.
But Thompson Boxing has their act together.
Totally.
Yeah.
And they have that monthly series they do at the Doubletree Hotel in Ontario. That's been selling out every month for 15 years, if not more. And I'm due a visit there. Last time I was at one of those shows, Timothy Bradley was a prospect that no one believed in.
Is that the one that was outside?
No. This was at the Doubletree Hotel. He stopped a dude, a Mexican. He wasn't a journeyman. He had been a contender. Pancho something. Pancho. I can't think of his name right now. But he gave Mickey Ward a tough fight, and Ward stopped him with a body shot.
I'll tell you how you can remember
Timmy
that.
stopped him in a body shot in the first round.
If you start jumping rope, you'll remember.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, get the blood flowing and all. But
hey, anyway, Dougie.
That was 2006, so I'm due.
Well, remember when they fought outside?
Yeah, what those are the Corona shows?
Yeah, in the Corona,
At the Omega Products.
You're right, and
those are some hot summers, by the way.
And Tim Bradley fought there.
Yeah.
And Tim Bradley
struggled a little bit too.
I was never that sold on him, but
hey, Dave, nobody was. Trust me, I know that.
But he really came through.
There's revisionist history a lot when guys kick ass. But you say, nah, he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
No, I liked what I saw of Timmy, and I told people he kind of reminded me of Shane Mosley in that he had that mix of athleticism, the good amateur background, and in sort of the kind of internalized the Mexican gym culture out here. His trainer was Mexican American, Joel Diaz, and so he was aggressive, but he was good. I mean, he was just. I mean, he's still a talent. I thought he did a good job with the commentating for the Pacquiao Horn fight. I hope to see him back in the ring. So.
They want him back there now. They'll let him back.
Well, yeah. Even though he thinks it's Argentina, but that's a good fight. Jeff Horn versus Tim Bradley.
Yeah,
that's a good fight.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Anyway, have a good, safe vacation.
Thank you.
And you have anything to say to the
man? Just everyone drive safely. Don't overdo it with food. Get your rest. Drink lots of water. But the most important thing, always take the high road.